Hello friends, my name is Naina Jaiswal, 6M B.Pharm student from Sigma Institute of Pharmacy under guidance of Dr. Jigar Vyas. Today I am discussing about the microparticles. See the contains introduction, definition, morphology of microparticles, method of preparation, evaluation of microparticles, advantages, disadvantages, application, conclusion, future scope and references. First, introduction. Definition. Microparticles are defined as a particulate dispersion or solid particles within a size of range 1 to 1000 micrometer. We know the microparticles are very small in size. It measures in 1 to 1000 micrometers. The drug is dissolved, entrapped, encapsulated or attached to the microparticle matrix. Depending upon the method of preparation, microparticles, microsphere or microcapsule can be obtained. Figure of microparticles. Second point, morphology of microparticles. Microencapsulation is a technique used to entrap solid, liquid or gases inside a polymeric matrix or cell. Two general micromorphology of microparticles. First is microcapsule. See in the first figure, microcapsule. In the microcapsule, drug is fixed in the one layer of polymer. The second figure is a microsphere. Microsphere are the free-flowing powder containing protein or synthetic polymeric matrix. Now the different category of microparticles. There are different 5 category of microparticles. First is the microcapsule, solid core, microcapsule, non-solid core, microcapsule, solid or nano domain, microcapsule, non-solid, micro or nano domain, microsphere, mix of the matrix and capsule agents. Rationale. Microparticles for capillary electrochromatography study on microparticle synthesis and electrolyte composition. It means microparticle synthesis and electrolyte composition are studied by capillary electrochromatography. Second, microparticles from circulating and vascular cell in regulating vascular function. It means microparticle present in vascular cell and they maintain regulation vascular function. Third, the use of biodegradable microparticles and nanoparticles in controlled drug delivery. Controlled drug delivery, it means maintain the drug level in the blood. Fourth, controlled release of microparticles for vaccine development. Second, method of preparation. Fourth, preparation of microparticles. First, emulsion solvent evaporation. Second, phase separation. Third, intrafacial polymerization. Fourth, spray drying. Fifth, emulsion extraction process. Sixth, gel milling technique. 7, fluidization and solvent precipitation method. First method, emulsion solvent evaporation. In this method, polymer and solvent are mixed together, then drug added. Drug and polymer mix in organic phase, then formation of oil and water emulsion, then evaporation of solvent by vacuum drying, evaporation at atmosphere pressure, then collection of loaded microparticles by centrifugation, filtration and drying process. Then washing, hardening and drying the particles. By this method we are preparing microparticles. Second, phase separation. The process consists of decreasing the solubility of encapsulating polymer by addition of third component to the polymer solution. It means decreasing the solubility of polymer by adding third component in this polymer solution. Second, the process yields two liquid phase. First, the polymer consisting covalent phase and the supplement phase diplet in polymer. They two phase are work as separated oil or liquid layer on the polymers. The process consists of three steps. First, phase separation of coating polymer solution means any coating solution on polymer are separated by this phase. Second, absorption of covalent around the drug particles means particles are having any type of oil or liquid layer are absorbed. And third, solidification of microsphere or microparticles. Using this phase separation, we are preparing microparticles. Third, spray drying method. Spray drying is a widely used method for formulating biodegradable microparticles. It is a rapid, convenient, easy to scale up, involve mild condition, and is less depend on the stability parameter of the drug and the polymer. The method typically used drug dissolved or suspended in a polymer solution, either organic or aqueous solution depending on the polymer used. Let's see process of spray drying method. In this method, drying chamber, heater, filter, air inlet, atomizer, cyclone separator, solution, emulsion, suspension are part of this process. Now see the work of this part. First, polymer dissolve in organic solvent, then atomize in a stream of hot air. Due to the solvent evaporation, small droplet form. These droplets are lead to formation of microparticles, and other microparticles are separated by the cyclone separator. Traces of solvent are removed by vacuum drying process and collect the particles in the containers. By this spray drying process to prepare the microparticles. Third, evaluation. First, particle size and shape. Second, degradation of behavior. Third, angle of repose. Fourth, bulk density. Fifth, tap density. Sixth, drug interrupt efficacy. Seventh, in vitro method. And eighth, stability study. First, particle size and shape. The most widely used procedure to visualize microparticles are convenient light microscopy and scanning electron microscopy. By this microscopy, we are evaluate particle size and shape of microparticles. Second, degradation behavior. The surface chemistry of the microsphere can be determined using the electron spectroscopy for chemical analysis (ESCA). Third, angle of repose. Angle of repose are used to evaluate microparticles' strength and shape. The powder mass was allowed to flow through the funnel orifice kept ventricle to a plain paper kept on the horizontal surface. Give a hip angle of powder on paper. The angle of repose was calculated by the following equation. Tan theta is equal to h upon r, where h is height and r is radius of powder cone. Fourth, bulk density. Bulk density was obtained by dividing the mass of the powder by the bulk volume in semi-cube. It was calculated by using bulk density is equal to mass of microparticles by bulk density. Fifth, tap density. It is a ratio of the powder to the tap volume of the powder. It is expressed in gram per ml and it given by this equation. Tap density is equal to mass of microparticle upon tap volume. 6. Drug interrupt efficacy. What is a drug interrupt efficacy? The complete extraction of drug was confirmed by repeating the extraction process on the already extracted polymeric matrix. Now How to calculate it? It is the percentage of the drug that is successfully expressed in entrapped within microsphere. Drug entrap efficacy can be calculated using following equation. Percentage entrapped is equal to actual content by theoretical content into 100. Advantages: first, taste and odor masking, example fish oil and sulfur drug. Second, protection of drug from environment like chemicals, transport, weathering, toxic substance, etc. Third, particle size reduction of enhancing solubility of poor soluble drug. It means we are increasing solubility, we have to decrease the particle size for the poorly soluble drug. Fourth, sustain and control drug delivery. It means they are maintain the level in blood by KCl and ibuprofen. Fifth, targeted release of encapsulated material. Microcapsules are released on only targeted organ, not other organs. Live cell encapsulation. And last, aid in dispersion of water insoluble substance in aqueous media like oil dispersed in water. These are the advantages of microparticles. Fifth, disadvantages. First, the cost of material and processing of controlled release preparation, which may be sustainably higher than other of standard formulation, means controlled release preparation are very costly than other standard formulation for microparticles. Second, reproducibility is less. Third, process condition like change in temperature, pH, solvent addition and evaporation may be infused the stability of core particle to be encapsulated. By this, all conditions decrease the stability of microparticles to be encapsulated. Fourth, the environmental impact of the degradation product of polymer matrix produced in response to heat, hydrolysis, oxidation, solar reduction, or biological agents. These are disadvantages of microparticle. Sixth, application. Microcapsules are also extensively used as diagnosis. For example, temperature-sensitive microcapsule for thermographic detection of tumors means detection of tumor microcapsule are used. Second, in biotechnology industry, microcapsulated microcell are being used for production of recombinant protein and peptides. Third, microencapsulated active charcoal has been used for hemoperfusion. Hemoperfusion means they are absorb any toxic substance in the blood. Fourth, these microparticles are free flowing and roll with practically no friction, that there is no abrasion, guaranteeing a dust free environment. Then fifth, solid biodegradable microparticles incorporating a drug dispersion or dissolved throughout particles matrix have the potential for controlled release of the drug. Sixth, sustained drug delivery. In this, microparticle and microsphere are used to provide medication over extended period of time. 7 and last, local drug delivery. In this system, microparticles work as deliver the required amount of drug to targeted site and to maintain the drug level in the blood. 7. Conclusion. The microparticle drug delivery system is a physical approach to alter and improve the pharmacokinetic and pharmacodynamic properties of various types of drug molecules. Second, the microparticles offer a variety of opportunities such as protection and masking, better process, decreasing improve bioavailability, decreasing dosage frequency, improve stability, reduce dissolve rate, facilitation of handling, and special targeting of the active ingredients. This approach facilitates accurate delivery of small quantity of potent drug, reduce drug concentration at site other than the target organ or tissue, and protection of label compound before and after administration and prior to appearance at the site of action. 8. Future scope. What we will use microparticle in future. First, as the primary and more promising field, microparticles are utilized in composites, paint and coating, oil and gas exploration, adhesive, cosmetic and personal growing products, life science and biotechnology, medicine and medical devices. Microparticles are very useful. Second, nevertheless, microparticles are still an area of ongoing researching effects, and outstanding work continue to be proud by researchers in this field. Third, one useful discovery made from research of microsphere is a way to fight cancer on a molecular level. References. I hope you all like my video. Please like and share it. Thank you.